Mark Walsh here from the Embodied Facilitated course here in Moscow. Just got finished with a course on basically resilience for the LGBTQ community here, people I work with fairly regularly. Got me thinking about resilience. They were asking for a kind of way of thinking about how we cope with tough times, and I thought, you know what, this actually applies to anyone. So the model we were using were 3 levels: the personal, the interpersonal, and the transpersonal. Obviously from an embodied point of view, being me. So what do I mean by this? This ability to bounce back, this ability to cope with pressure. First level, just body level. Can we, for example, use centering? Can we regulate our state based on self-awareness, noticing our habits, and then being able to relax, to expand, to soften? These are physical things we can do, you know, from a meditation point of view. It's just a body scan, but in the moment, walking, talking, sitting, whatever we're doing, feeling the body, actually coming back to the body as a personal resource, and not just a piece of meat, not just a brain taxi, but part of who we are, and a resource for all of us that no one can take away, right? It's right there the whole time. So that's the sort of primary resource if you're going through tough times, feeling the body, present moment, taking us out of future anxiety, past depression, right here, right now, and also regulating our states, and not just mindfulness, also using the breathing techniques, the postural stuff that, you know, is in all my other videos to regulate the state. So, first level, personal. Good, not enough. Second level, interpersonal. So we are inter-resilient. Our ability to cope with difficult situations is built on relationship, is built on the support networks we have. Or this is the foundation, but even in the moment, right, there's some things we can do in order to connect to that interpersonal resilience. So for example, right now, I could look at the person holding the camera, who's my wife, and I immediately feel warmer and more supported, yeah? Now, if she wasn't in the room, I could just think about her, okay? That's one thing we can do. Now, what if I was in a room full of people who didn't like me? Well, I could still look for something I like about them. I could look for what we have in common. Okay, well, we have different politics, but they're human, I'm human, we're all gonna die, you know, whatever it is, yeah? So what we have in common, and even if they're not being that nice, there may still be some small courtesies, such as, I don't know, not interrupting or not physically assaulting me. So that's actually a choice of looking for what we have in common, what we like, and how people are respecting and appreciating us in the moment. Now, sometimes that's easy with friends. It's good to have friends around, but if we can't, we can still do that with other people. I've got a video called Social Centering, if you want to see that. Essentially, it's taking everything like therapy, but turning it into a quick, in-the-moment technique. Pretty unique as far as I know. So we have the personal, we have the interpersonal in meditation. The interpersonal might be a metta meditation, a kindness meditation, wishing people well, starting with the friends, then the neutral people. Look up metta meditation for more on that. Then we have the transpersonal. So this is another layer of what supports us, what we have resilience for. If we're just doing it on our own, that's hard. If we're doing it on our own with friends, well, it's a bit better, but what is bigger that is supporting us? An exercise I get students to do, just taught this today, is have someone put a hand on your back, and then I say, what is that hand? Is it your history, your family, your lineages, your practices? Is it a concept? What is bigger that supports you and wants to come through you? For many people, love or God, or, you know, it depends on your belief systems exactly what that looks like, but nearly all of us have some sense of something bigger which supports us. You know, you can tune into that by questions like, what do I really care about? Or what am I in service to? Yeah, we can do things in service that we can't do when it's just me fighting the battle on my own. A lot of embodied practices around this. Wendy Palmer, great embodiment teacher, has some really good ones. She talks about the big triangle. So she had the simple visualization is to imagine oneself, like right now, you're filming this. It's like me, and then there's me and Dario is filming this, and then there's something bigger. I can imagine this big triangle that we're both included in going somewhere. Yeah. There's other ways, but they're the basic ones. So, intrapersonal, interpersonal, transpersonal, all there as supports for us and concrete techniques around that. You know, as a meditation, the transpersonal might be, again, those reflections, reminding myself, asking myself what I'm in service to, what's bigger that wants to come through me. Body practices to support that as well. So, hope that is of use. Mark Walsh signing out.